Hello, my name is Cole Emerine, and I'm going to be presenting our Sudoku project for group 48. As you can tell, we did it on PyCharm, and that is our code right there. Um, so here is our start screen. It pops up with a bulk of Sudoku and an image of a Sudoku board, and there's three game modes that you can check. When you click the easy button, it pops up the screen board with 30 empty spaces, and then for functionality in our buttons, if you click restart, you can go back to the main screen and click medium, which as you can tell gives you a new board with 40 empty spaces if you count those. And when you click restart and go back and check the hard version, you have 50 empty spaces, which obviously is harder to solve Sudoku board. Um, when you click restart, as you can see, even if you go back to easy, it's a brand new board compared to the original easy. So I'm going to stick on the easy board so that I'm able to complete it and show you the functionality of the finished screens, just for time's sake of the video. As you can tell in the video, you're able to click on the empty spaces and it'll show a red box where the user's current box has been selected. When they try and click the other numbers, the red box does not appear because they cannot mutate or change those. I'm clicking numbers right now after I selected it, and you can't change those numbers. When a red box is highlighted, though, and they click a number, it sketches it up in the top left corner because that's like a note for where they could be, and they can move around and add a few other sketches where they think those numbers might be. In order to actually place a value in a square, they have to click the number and then click enter. And they can go back and change that number, as you can see here, or change the note and then enter it, and then go back to previous notes. Even if they thought it was a 2, add a 3, enter it, and put whatever values they think. And even go back and change numbers if they realize they made a mistake and change what the actual value is in the square. So I've placed a few values, and another functionality is to be able to reset it. So you can reset the board, which would just clear out the board, and then bring you back to your original state to keep solving the board. Last functionality button-wise, when you click exit, it clears the board, or it ends the game. So now in terms of actually finishing the game, I'll show you what happens when the user obviously has an empty screen, or when they incorrectly solve the Sudoku board on the easy mode. So I'm just putting in ones for every single number, so obviously that will be incorrect. Because as you can see in the bottom left of the screen, that is the solved Sudoku board. That print statement is not a part of our actual functionality of our code. I'm just using it in this video to help us solve the board in time for the time constraint of the video. So as I'm nearing the end of this, once the board is completely filled, it will be analyzed to see if it is correct. So as I enter this last one to the board, it'll analyze it and compare it to what the actual score or what the actual solution to the Sudoku board is. And obviously it was incorrect, it was all ones, so the game over screen is highlighted and the user has the option to restart because they need to solve the screen. So they can restart. I'll go back to easy. There's my solution there. Now I am going to type the correct solution in to show you what happens when the user gets their answers correct for the Sudoku board. And they don't have to add it in the correct, they don't have to add it in a row like I'm doing in this video. As you can see, I'll add some numbers at the bottom and the functionality still will work. So as they continue to add their numbers, they are updated. They can go back and change those numbers, or they can keep the numbers as they are, or how they see fit. So give me 1 second as I continue to add these numbers in. 5, 4, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 6, 8, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 9, 2, 3, okay, 6. Obviously, it would take a user a little bit longer to actually solve this board because they'd have to be solving the Sudoku board, and they would not be seeing the solution like I am currently. It's just a single print statement that I printed out the board on. As well, this is in the easy difficulty level of Sudoku, which you can see in the bottom left corner. We print out so the user knows what level they are actually solving, and maybe they can try harder levels after they complete these easier levels. And the cool part is when you restart, you get a whole new board, so the user can continue to play this game without getting bored because they'll get new numbers every single time they play a new game. And as I add this last number, it will check if we actually won this game. And as you can tell, I followed the solution, it was correct, and it brings you to the game 1 solution. And their only choice after they win the game is to exit and restart the program. So when they click exit, it'll stop the solution, and that is our code functionality for the Sudoku project for group 48.